everyone, I'm Rebecca Gabriel. Welcome to my YouTube channel Living with Spice. It's really lovely to have you here. If you are new to my channel, I welcome you, and if you are returning, that's fantastic too. You'll know by now that I'm doing weekly and monthly readings, so all of the monthly reads for June are uploaded on my channel, so don't forget to check them out. Now, my readings are general, so they're not going to resonate with everybody. So please take what fits for you and leave what doesn't. And if you'd like to have a private reading, you can always contact me. My details are in the description box below. Some people are curious about the kind of card decks that I'm using. If you are interested, I've also made a list of those card decks in the description box. Now, if you are enjoying the reads, then I would love you to let me know. Give me a thumbs up for the reading, maybe share it with your friends, leave me a comment. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, then consider doing that. When you do subscribe, you'll get a notification every time I upload a video. It also means that it raises the visibility of my channel so more people get an opportunity to hear the readings. All right, Libra, let's get started for the week of the 1st through to the 7th of June. All right, Libra, we're going to get started for your reading for the week of the 1st through to the 7th of June. Keeping in mind, we won't get too stuck up on hung up on the dates, because time is fluid and we all go through the events of our life at different times. Thank you, Spirit, for your guidance for Libra. Just so you know, I don't do reversals. Okay, so on the outset it would seem that at the moment you're in this headspace, Libra, of wanting to leave something behind, that you're ready to move on to the next phase of your life. Perhaps you've been in thinking mode about this for a while, and maybe there's been some conversations, but you've just reached a point where you go, you know what, I'm actually ready to move on. Now, when I say that, you have to apply that to the context of your particular situation. So it may be moving on from job, moving on to, a heavy discussion that you've been and done and it's closed and you're moving on away from that. Could be a project, whatever has been a focus for you recently, you're ready to finish up with that and move on. And your sights are set forward, and you've kind of like, you realize that chapter, that conversation, that focus is done with now. It's probably been weighing on you for a while, and you've been tossing up ideas and thoughts around this for a little while, because we've got so there was the 6 of Swords card, sorry, I should have showed you that. And the 4 of Swords is letting us know you just need some time out now to reflect, to process, to rest, just to consider, have you made the right decision? Maybe even just to give your brain a bit of a rest as well, because I feel like that perhaps it's been a difficult thing to decide, or it may have taken a lot of energy, and now you're just going, you know what, I just need some time out, time out from thinking, and that's fair enough. So there is a shift in your energy, probably as a result of this. So we've got 2 major arcana cards that follow. The High Priestess energy is perhaps after your period of resting and reflection, you having some clarity, and you are feeling more in tune with your higher self and feeling a little bit wiser now about the situation, and having been able to see from a bigger perspective what's going on, or perhaps what you didn't see, things that you didn't see before. So in the High Priestess energy, she's feeling quite in tune and quite self-empowered and knowledgeable, and drawing on past experience, wisdom. And that in itself is a release and a relief of being done with the physical constraints of your current situation, which you opted to move away from. And now feeling a sense of inner peace and freedom for having gone through the process and allowed yourself to have some time out to rest and relax around the topic, around the issue. And now you've come to a place of, okay, I am now clear about who I am, what's important, my values, why this happened, the bigger picture point of view, and go, you know what, I'm going to just clock that up to experience in my life. I've learned X, Y, Z about this, and you're really dropping into a place of higher intuition and you know, sensing the wiser way to see the situation and to move forward, which then puts you in a really good space to recognize that, okay, it's time. It's time now to move on. It's time to move to the next phase, a cycle that has completed. So the world card is letting us know you're moving into a new phase and a new cycle, and that this cycle has completed. But you know, you've actually gone through the process well. You've given yourself, you've made the decision, you gave yourself some time to rest around it, and you received clarity, and now you're ready. You know, it's not like you were being forced into the next stage. It wasn't a tower moment where the universe gave you a kick up the bum. It was you going, no, I'm ready. I've made this decision. I've released. I've let go. I'm moving on. So that puts us in a situation now where we have the Two of Swords. I may need to come back to this. The Two of Swords typically is about having a choice between two options. And it may be that you actually do have a choice between two options going forward. I'm sensing from this particular deck that it's not that you're not clear about what your choices are. I actually feel that you have more clarity now than you did before. Sometimes the Two of Swords represents confusion, but I'm not sensing that in this particular reading. That, in fact, I think you're able to see even deeper than you were able to before. And yet you do have clarity around the two choices. I'm not sure yet whether you're whether you're in a position to make the choice, but I feel like you know what your options are. So let's just see what else comes out. We'll pull a few more cards. You are stepping into your Emperor energy, and which tells me that you're actually feeling empowered, not disempowered. And you're feeling quite congruent with yourself. How interesting is this? So, Libra, it's interesting here. Despite your external circumstances, which I feel have been challenging, internally you've reached an incredible place of wisdom. And it's almost like you're able to separate yourself from your external world in order to have clarity and peace around your situation. And you adopt the Empress energy. You've got the High Priestess energy here as well. And then we've got the Hierophant. And I feel that there's a mixture of things going on here. I feel like you're in tune with Spirit. in tune with your higher self. There are some conversations with some professionals. Now this could be medical, it could be some professional advice. It could also be your interpretation or your association or representation of what religion is for you, or how you perceive or articulate your spirituality. So you're getting clarity around that for yourself in what that means for you. So I'm sensing the card is a representation in this reading of what spirituality means for you, and you're having clarity around what that means for you, your sense of purpose and what you see a higher power is. And in relation to the entirety of the cards so far, you are letting go of your physical situation. You've known that it's coming. You've given it some deep thought. So there's almost like an acceptance of the situation. And you step into your intuition and your higher power and you go, I'm ready for the next cycle. And you realize there's an element of choice around this, but you're very clear about your options. And you are stepping into your self-empowered. You know yourself really well, and you're in that energy at the minute. And I feel that you are focused on your spirituality at the moment and what that means for you. But we have the Ten of Swords card here, and this reading I feel is for some of you, not all of you. I'm feeling that this is quite a specific reading, so let me just say that. So if this is not resonating for you, switch off. This is not for everybody. The Ten of Swords is letting me know that around this matter that has been affecting you in your external environment, your physical world, you've decided to let go. And like, I'm done, I'm out, this is it. So it's an ending of a situation, but I feel like it was your choice. And perhaps the inevitable happens. So everything in your world changes, shifts. What was has finished, and you're moving on. There's a lot of communication at this point in time as a result. And you finally reach that place of peace and abundance, and a sense of connection with everything that lights you up on the inside, that fills you with peace and love and joy, which is the Ten of Cups, emotional fulfillment. Beautiful. So whatever was of concern, it's dealt with and it finishes. And then there's this relief. And you find yourself in a place of peace, where you now passed the hurdle of what this was. It's been quite a heavy and intense process for you. To your credit, you've had an incredible amount of clarity, Libra, around the situation. And it has been intense, and I'm sure it's taken its toll for you, Libra. And there's been a lot of communication around the situation. But how lovely that we now, I feel like stage 1, stage 2, you're moving on now. That's done and dusted. There is final. So 10 of Cups is a great place to find yourself in after all of that. I'm glad about that. So the Queen of Wands, 6 of Cups, Page of Swords, Knight of Cups. Okay, so support comes in for you. The Queen of Wands is an energy of really taking matters into your own hands, and whether it be your energy or someone else's, it's wrapping things up, taking care of matters, knowing that, you know, the Queen of Wands goes like, I've got this covered, I've got this sorted, and things are just done. So whether that is you or someone else in your life, you are getting assistance or you're doing it yourself to just clear everything up and taking action where it's required. There's a moment there where you are sitting back and enjoying the connection with family, memories, feeling like your cup has been filled and that you've got the support around you that you need in this moment. And that's a really lovely thing. The Page of Swords is kind of similar as well. It's someone coming in to help with a little bit of clarity around the situation, help with some communication, assist you in some way, helping to give you clarity around something. Take it or leave it. This person has got good intentions, and maybe it's just that you needed some information to clear something up, and you got what you needed to. You heard what you needed to hear. That's what it is. You heard what you needed to hear, what you wanted to know. I think you've had a really tough time, Libra. However, that tough time is over, and you've got the supportive people around you and lots of love. There's cups overflowing here for you. Again, the Knight of Cups is similar energies, but it's coming in quickly, and there's a gush of assistance, support, emotion, compassion. You know, three cards here. All of these cards are telling me there's cards of support for you. All right, so Libra, let's move on and see what else. What a week. Now, this reading, for some of you, don't be surprised if this event has already happened. For some of you, it may still yet to unfold. Either way, that's perfectly fine. As I was saying before, readings are not date specific. They're when you are ready in your life. There's always divine timing associated with all of these things. But it's also good to have the confirmation, isn't it? The Wheel. We've got the Wheel again, which is a time of positive change. A situation suddenly moves forward and fortune is on your side. So that's good to know. You're definitely moving into a new cycle. 4 of Water. So you're feeling a little empty. You're feeling a little empty at the moment, and I dare say it's probably not surprising given the intensity of what's been going on here. And sometimes when our energy is low, we feel like we're just needing some help with filling up our cup again. And I see that you're getting that. So don't be down on yourself if you're feeling a little low in the emotional department. This is good. 6 of Fire. You've got victory and good news on its way. There's a lot of public recognition. And I am getting the feeling from these cards down here too, you know, with the Six of Cups, you've got a lot of people around you supporting you. The Ten of Cups, I feel that you've got a lot of people bringing communication to you to let you know that they're supporting you. So there's definitely things in this week have been moving in a very rapid pace. We've got the Knight of Air here, and things have been happening like lightning. And it can leave you in a space of bewilderment, which is not surprising. You've got the Four of Water here. So take time out to just review your options. You know, take time to rest and recover before you feel the need to move to the next solution, that you have to actually respond straight away. So the Knight of Air is a fast energy that's coming towards you, and with, you know, things changing, and often that means decisions that need to be made. But you know what, take a deep breath, Libra, and take your time in making your decisions. You don't need to feel the pressure. So you're definitely going through a process of change, massive change, and now it's the next stage of renewal, where you do need to reevaluate your situation. And yes, and that's why you're probably feeling the pressure of making a decision. But it's more about you now giving yourself the opportunity to research your options. Maybe that's a little bit of what we're seeing here, is you researching your options, going deeper to see what else. So when you've given yourself enough time to rest and to reflect on the situation, you are able to eventually get to a space of evaluating a little bit more clearly what your situation is and the best way to move forward. And you recognizing that you are now needing to take a new direction, a new cycle has come about. So the Eight of Water says here, a desire to move on, the search for something more meaningful, spiritual and emotional growth. Libra, you've gone through the ringer and you're now realizing it's time to move on. So all of these cards are saying the same thing. And, you know, be kind and gentle with yourself through this process, Libra. It's been a big deal, I can see that. Sometimes, you know, life happens and we've got to deal with these things when they happen. And I think through all of this, you've learnt so much about yourself, and you're really very in tune with your spirituality, the deeper meaning of life, of people, our purpose, why we're here, what matters and what doesn't matter in life. And it's helped you to feel more self-empowered. It's helped you to realize the importance of the connection of family, and that there is love around when sometimes we may feel in life the love is missing, but truly the experiences that you've gone through has shown you that there's a lot of love. It just comes up in different forms in our life. Ain't that the case? Yeah. So it's all happening, and everything will unfold with the right timing. But you kind of know that it's now time to move on. Whatever that means for you, Libra, take your time and do it in your timing. Oh, gosh. Okay, we've got the card called the Call. What are you being called to do, I wonder? So let's take a look what this card is offering us. Okay, so purpose and true prosperity. You recognize that you have everything you need right now to move forward with purpose, Libra. You've been called into a deeper and more authentic relationship with yourself, with your higher power, and with others. We see that coming out with the High Priestess card and the Empress card and the Hierophant. You're really feeling in tune with your higher self at the moment, Libra. And you're recognizing that you're here for a reason. There is a purpose to your life, and there's a purpose for the way things have unfolded in your life. It's given you clarity in a way that perhaps, nobody wishes to have challenging times, but it has stretched you and grown you in a very powerful way. And now you realize it's time to step forward into your true self. I think you've been undergoing a significant transformation in your life, and now you're ready to express yourself in a different way, to take actions in a different way. You're looking through a completely different lens, looking at yourself through a different lens and looking at life through a different lens now. And you're recognizing that it's time to trust that your life has a purpose, and that everything that has happened and been happening, there's a purpose to it. That who you are is definitely enough. You never need to make up for any perceived loss. There is no loss. And within you, as it is for all of us, there is a divine blueprint that gives meaning for our own life, for ourselves, as much as it does for others. That's a very powerful learning and realization and transformation for you, Libra. Thank you, Spirit, for your guidance around this. I really feel that Spirit is with you at the moment, and it's like the whispers that you feel in your heart, the whispers that you feel in your mind, they are the angels and the spirit guides whispering to you right now, calling you. It feels loud, it feels deep, it feels meaningful. You are emotionally moved and emotionally open to hear this calling. So stay open to the messages as much as you can. You've got a lot of love around you to support you at this time, which will help that process. The Four of Earth, you are mindful now of your physical situation, supporting yourself, your finances, your resources. Oh, this is beautiful. Let me read this to you. Even if I feel shaken up and am unable to understand why things happen as they do, I know for certain that divine order manifests in all aspects of my life. What I have built rests on a solid foundation, so there is no need to fear. While it is true that nothing is permanent in the material world, I find security in the existence of a divine plan. Spirit is always there to remind me that I am exactly where I am meant to be for my highest good and the highest good of all, and that I always have abundance available to me. That's quite big, isn't it? Very beautiful message. Please re-watch this reading, Libra. Nothing in life is permanent, and yet we can find meaning in our life and in the things that unfold in our life, knowing that there is a divine plan. And then even when we can't see or understand why things happen when they do or how they do, we can come to a place of inner peace more quickly when we realize that the universe is not there to be against you. The universe is there to support you, and that through every experience that we have, there is a divine order around it. And the best question we can ask ourselves in these moments is, what can I learn from this experience? Not why has this been done to me, but what can I learn from this experience. From the point of view of going to a deeper place of wisdom and understanding and love, not from my readings. It is never about punishment, you know, slap on the wrist, you deserve this. It's never about that. Spirit is always here to love us, support us, help us to grow in understanding and in love, in wisdom and in love. We have the Sacred Earth Mother, a message of love. How fitting is that? So let's take a look at this. Sacred Earth Mother. Am I reading the right deck? If I get the right book, it will help. Here we go. Sorry, folks. Sacred Earth Mother. We travel the endless corridors of our mind until one day we find a pathway that leads us to our heart. Who you truly are has nothing to do with your personality or your achievements, successes or failures. The you think you are is an actor playing a role that your soul has chosen. The essence of you is soul, light, with no beginning or end. You are an eternal spark of pure creativity, unlimited potential that yearns to be expressed and fulfilled. Your potential is your destiny. It awaits your call. Trust your heart and apply its love and wisdom to all you do. In this way, all you create or do will be a true expression of your soul. It is through expressing your truth that you create things of lasting value. Be true to you. Man, that's beautiful. It's be true to you, Libra. I feel that with this experience that you've gone through, there is no other clarity that you need to have now in terms of who you know yourself to be and the importance of love, and how love is so powerful and affects us in so many different ways and takes different forms for us all. And we all respond to life's challenges differently, but love will always touch us right where we need it to and expose what we have not seen or recognized before. You have reached an understanding of how love has impacted your life in a very powerful way, and this is now feeding your purpose to go forward, even in an even more powerful way, in a way that will impact your life and the life of others. It is taking you to a new level that you could not have reached before without such an impactful event in your life. And it's helped open you up to a new level of wisdom, which supports the beautiful soul that you are. I'm going to pull a couple of cards from the Archangel Raphael deck, which is all about healing and supporting your healing through this process, Libra. So let's just see what's a really pertinent message for you around your healing right now. Okay, so we've got the Physician's card. So it may be that Spirit is saying, why don't you consider looking at some alternative ways to support your healing and your physical well-being, or it could be your mental and emotional well-being. So change physicians is just letting us know that how about you take a different approach, try something different that you haven't tried before in terms of giving yourself the best support possible during this period of time. I'm going to just draw one more. Thank you, Spirit. Hydration. So at this point in time, you know, especially when we've gone through quite a significant change and challenge, we can neglect our physical well-being, not because we want to, it's just that, you know, our energy has gone elsewhere. And so as a result, hydrating ourselves really well can support us so quickly and so easily. And perhaps you have not been focused on hydrating yourself properly or enough. So please take this as good advice. Please drink more water to keep yourself well hydrated. It'll help you to cope with it'll help you to manage your energy. It'll help you to think clearly and sleep better, and just to function without so much sluggishness in your body. So, you know, have a good appetite by eating regularly throughout the day, not big meals, and keep yourself hydrated appropriately. Okay, beautiful. All right, I'm just going to finish off the reading now, Libra, with a card from the Flower Therapy deck. And please draw on the support around you, Libra, to assist you moving forward. A lot of this is an inner journey for you, but we're still living in a physical world, and our physical health and well-being needs extra support at this time. So where you feel that it helps you, accept the offers of support around you. Give yourself time to respond. You don't need to respond to things quickly, even though it feels like everything has been happening at a blinding speed. Give yourself time. Give yourself time. So we have your wishes are coming true card. Your heart has been longing. What your heart has been longing for is getting closer each day. It may not be terribly evident to you at the moment, but let's just keep that. Let's just keep that there, park that, because there may be a day where you go, yes, now I see, now I understand. And so what you've needed may be different to what you want. And I'm just going to, I've pulled another card. Shield yourself. Invoke protection to bring the situation to a speedy end. So shield yourself, shield your energy, protect yourself from being drained at the moment. Nourish yourself in a way that's going to support you. And I feel, you know, the healing cards are supporting that. Look at alternative ways to support yourself with you in terms of health, hydrate, shield yourself in terms of, you know, manage your energy, what you can cope with. And I feel that you're going to get the clarity in time, the bigger picture. So Libra, that is your reading for the week of the 1st through the 7th of June. And as I said, let's remember that everything flows in its own timing. We won't get hung up on the date. So if it's happened already, that's fine. If it's yet to unfold, know that you're being supported through the journey of your life. And go well. Lots of love to you. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye now.